The viral campaign that I'm choosing to talk about is The Courage to Change, published on May 30th, 2018 by then candidate Democratic candidate of Congress Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She was running to become the Democratic Congress representative in 2018, and this is one of the videos that she used in her campaign. Take a look.
Women like me aren't supposed to run for office. I wasn't born to a wealthy or powerful family. Mother from Puerto Rico, dad from the South Bronx. I was born in a place where your zip code determines your destiny. My name is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I'm an educator, an organizer, a working class New Yorker.
I stopped right here because I just want to discuss how Alexandria started off by opening up the video with a shot of her in her modest one-bedroom apartment or New York City apartment, and relating to the viewers that her father was grew up in South Bronx and her mother was from Puerto Rico, and showing her getting on the train and walking the streets of New York City. This demonstrates to her viewers that she is an average person, just like the average New York City person. And if you're from New York City, you immediately can connect with this with Alexandria, because riding the train, walking the streets, either being an immigrant or one of our parents growing up in New York City. All of these different criterias are something that we all can relate to, and was something very successful in Alexandria becoming the Democratic uh, nominee and winner of the congressional seat. Continue.
I've worked with expectant mothers, I've waited tables and led classrooms. And going into politics wasn't in the plan. But after 20 years of the same representation, we have to ask, who has New York been changing for? Every day gets harder for working families like mine to get by. The rent gets higher, healthcare covers less, and our income stays the same. It's clear that these changes haven't been for us, and we deserve a champion. It's time to fight for a New York that working families can afford. That's why I'm running for Congress. This race is about people versus money.
I stop right here because Alexandria makes the case for why she's running. She's basically saying this is for the people versus the people who have money. And she's just basically talking about all of the things that the average person in New York City experience, where there's not enough jobs, not enough housing, the education is poor, and normally the people who are from lower income, not low class, but lower income, tend to experience New York City different than someone who is making middle class on up. So she's making the case right here. So if you're a New York City person and you want a change and you want someone working for you that's going to bring about a better outcome, Alexandria makes the case right at that point. Continue.
People, they've got money. It's time we acknowledge that not all Democrats are the same. That a Democrat who takes corporate money, profits off foreclosure, doesn't live here, doesn't send his kids to our schools, doesn't drink our water or breathe our air, cannot possibly represent us. What the Bronx and Queens needs is Medicare for all, tuition-free public college, a federal jobs guarantee, and criminal justice reform. We can do it now. It doesn't take 100 years to do this. It takes political courage.
In here, at this point, Alexandria talks about what it's going to take to bring about better criminal justice system, jobs, housing, free tuition for public college. She's saying at this point that in order to change this, I am the Democrat, unlike any other Democrat. and I have the courage to change, and I'm going to stand up and fight. And it's at this moment where you make this final connection with her, and where I believe this particular campaign video went viral with close to 1 million views, is because she's basically laying out for the average everyday person, I'm here to help you, and I'm going to fight about it, and I'm going to show courage, because I know what is needed, because I have lived under these conditions. I have lived in New York City. I have worked hard all my life. My parents have worked hard. So she's making this case.
A New York for the many is possible. It's time for one of us. Vote for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on June 26th. Women like me aren't supposed to run for office. I wasn't born to a wealthy